Hello.
Hi, everyone.
Solich Photo and Film here.
We're at Seven Springs today, and it's getting pretty cold. I think every video we've filmed so far has been cold.
It has, yeah. For sure.
But we just had an amazing experience.
Yes. 5 rescue dogs.
Labs
ran up to us out of nowhere. There's like this little hillside, and you could just see them all like cresting and running down this hillside towards us. And it was the greatest thing ever. We thought that it was like over, and there was like there's only 3 dogs, and like another dog came, and then just this herd of dogs. It was the best thing ever.
And there was a fat one that looked just like Buddy, but it was a lab, but it was fat like Buddy. Anyways, so today's video, we kind of based on this meme that we saw that has always stuck with us, and
which we will show right now. The general theme of this video and why we wanted to film in the first place is you're not charging enough, probably. We don't think that photographers, or honestly, just people in a lot of like contracting fields like that just offer a service, they don't charge nearly enough.
Yeah, and we found that when you're at a lower price point, which this is no disrespect to anyone who can't afford a more expensive service. That's not what we're talking about here. But we have found that when we were shooting for less money when we first started out, and just in general, people that we know who charge less than their worth for their services, they tend to get treated pretty poorly.
And are just more prone to this disrespect that is very commonplace in weddings, and I don't know, just a
like
lot
the
of
freelance industry.
Yeah, industry, yes. That's
yeah.
a great way to put it.
And so pretty commonly with photographers or videographers, some things that people will do is either the clients or their families will make comments to you on the wedding day. You all know what those are. We've all been there.
Are you sure you want to take that picture?
Oh, what camera is that? My uncle has that. Just stuff like that. People having professional cameras at the wedding that are guests.
Yeah. Right.
People asking for raw photos. People asking you to edit very minuscule things.
We've had just so much of this, different types of disrespect, which is it's fine, but like the common denominator is we weren't charging enough.
Yes.
At least that's what we think.
Yes.
Yeah.
And since we've raised our prices to reflect the service that we're providing, which we strive for it to be excellent, we have been treated excellently since then.
Yes.
Truly.
Simply put. Yeah.
And we have a lot of friends in the industry who are not treated well.
Yeah.
And we believe that this is one of the biggest problems.
Yeah. And so the first point that we wrote down was just you get the type of client that you ask for with your price. Higher end clients are not attracted to a low price. That is actually a red flag for them whenever they see that.
Yeah, and we were talking about this on the drive here, and I was just saying, we obviously get photos done of ourselves pretty frequently, and if someone is charging $100 for a session, we probably aren't going to book them. It gives the vibe that they are a beginner and don't know what they're doing.
Yeah, and so that comes their photos might look nice, but it might come it might come with slow delivery time or something like that, or just unprofessionalism as a whole.
Inconsistent editing.
Yeah.
Just things like that. And
yeah, I'm like, why are you only charging $100?
Yeah, I just want to say this video isn't for people who are just starting out and have no portfolio whatsoever. If that's you, absolutely charge $100 and just be upfront. Like, I am a beginner. I want to practice on people, and that's why my prices are this way. This video is for people who are in the industry, who are providing a great product and are still dealing with, hey, I don't feel like I'm being treated well by my clients or their families.
Right. Or I feel like I'm still not making a lot of money doing, while I'm providing an excellent service. A good rule of thumb is if you're fully booked, you probably aren't charging enough.
The goal should always be to work less for more money.
Yeah.
So if you're fully booked at your current price, you should raise your prices, and at the very least, you're making the same amount of money, but you're working less, and chances are your clients are going to be treating you better and with more value. And that's the biggest reason why we feel that people who are paying more value you more. And again, I just want to reiterate, this is not saying anything bad about anyone who cannot afford a high-end service. This is just for people who are wanting to provide a high-end service.
Yeah, and break into a different price point.
Yes.
Even. Yeah.
Yes.
So, our advice would just be, just do it. You might be scared that, people probably aren't going to book me, and you're probably going to want to play it safe. And that's totally fine. You can do that. But it's more than likely that you're going to keep dealing with this disrespect.
And sticking with the they value you more thing, I think it really shows whenever, even if someone is on a strict budget for their wedding, but they splurge for your service, they're going to value you so much more because they stretched their budget for you. They splurged on you and your service. And so that's just going to show through in how they treat you the entire day. They're going to, I know I keep using the word value, but they're going to value your artistic vision. They're going to be willing to do more weird things. For example, we love if people would jump in the pool at the end of the night or something. For a low budget wedding, or for someone who just chose people off a list of photographers and price shopped for the cheapest one, and then you say, hey, jump in the pool, it's going to be really cool, they're probably going to be like, I don't really want to. Yeah. But if someone is obsessed with your style, they splurged on you, and they want your style, they're way more likely to do stuff like that.
Yes. And this is similar to what we were saying earlier. Someone that really does value photography or video at their wedding, the price is not gonna matter to them. Really, it's not. They've probably had their eye on you or someone like you or just that style of you for a while, and it's something that they really care about. It is something that things I feel like photographers just have such a victim mentality about this. They just don't think that people will pay for them. Yeah. They don't think that they'll be the one to be able to do it, or they're the one that can raise their prices. But people are willing to pay for it because it's a great service, and it always felt like photographers don't see themselves as deserving as that.
Yeah, and it is the one thing that you have.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, that is all you have, is your photo and video. And so
it's important.
It's important, and it is something to splurge on.
And this isn't to say to not, you still need to build a portfolio. For sure you need to do that. That's the first thing you need to do. And you probably do have to start out cheap so people will book you, because there will be people just booking based on price. They will not value the service as much. So they will just say, well, whoever's cheapest, doesn't really matter to me. And so you will have to do that. You have to pay your dues at some point. But once you have the portfolio book built up, this is when you can start to do this. And we just highly recommend to believe in yourself enough to raise your prices, because it's worth it.
If you are working towards charging less and working more, that's going to lead to a lot less burnout and a lot more creative energy that you are able to give to the clients that you do have. And so we just think all around it is an important thing to know your worth.
Yeah.
And your worth is probably more than you think.
Yes.
So
raise your prices. Just do it. If you've been working for a while and you've been thinking about it, should I raise my prices? Will people even book me? Just do it. This is your sign to do it. Just do it.
Yep.
Raise them. Who cares? Just try it. And
you can always change them.
You can always change them. We've done that before, where we went up and we weren't sure for while it was up, and we weren't getting as many bookings
for 2 weeks, and we'd be
they were take it down. Yeah, and then we 2 months later, we eventually raised them back up, and we were better for it,
Yeah.
Because you got to be thinking too, if you're going to be doing this for a while and they're booking for the next summer, you're going to have a whole year of experience before that happens. You know what I mean? So like, yeah, you
And
have to keep that in mind.
That's been a big thing for us with COVID. And this is, again, not to say anything bad about the clients, but people who booked us 2 years ago and then rescheduled for COVID, who were then paying the 2019 prices, and we have 2 more years of experience and we're shooting it in 2021. That's also like you're kicking yourself because you're like, I know what people are paying to book now for next year.
Yep.
And yet I'm working for the price of 2-3 years ago at this point. So
Right.
yeah, be thinking ahead because not many people are booking their wedding a month in advance. You're usually booking for the next year. So you're booking for what you are now and what you'll be in a year.
Yes. Cool. Well, thank you so much for tuning in. We appreciate you. I hope this helped, just
Boost your confidence a little bit.
Yeah.
And just know that other people are doing this too.
Yeah.
And feeling this way and have felt this way. And yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Bye.
Love you so much.
Have a good week.
Look. Move. Look in the front. In the front.
Oh my gosh. Say what's happening.
Like I'm reporting the news. There's a person flying. Their parachute. What is going on today?
A parasail.
A parasail? Yeah, and they're just
It's one of those things like on Fly Away Home. It's a little
it's fly away home.